The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
It's Williams on the catch. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he's caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Lions had 10-3 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Jordan Davis in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's the option. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up the 1st down with some nice running.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. They'll look to throw here. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Pickett. Caught by Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. Able to slither by. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Pickett. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's
Automatic
1st.
down.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6. Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run with Hall. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This 2nd and 4. Pickett sets up play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to the tight end, Laporta. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start, offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defense